Hello and welcome to Eurasia Talks from Davos, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Azerbaijan's president, Mr. Ilham Aliyev. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's wonderful to see you. As you join world leaders here in Davos, we are at this moment witnessing a fundamental reassessment of the existing international system. Now, you've warned about this shift before. How does your country engage with this changing world order? And what is your message to world leaders?
Well, actually, as you mentioned, we've been facing a situation when international law norms were not obligatory for all the actors of international community. Therefore, our strategic goal was to achieve results based on our national interest and with all respect to international law, do what we thought was right. Yeah. And everything what we've done, whether it's political development or restoration of our sovereignty and territorial integrity, was in line with international law and common values. So today, as you mentioned, international relations are entering the new era where it is not the rule of law, but the rule of strength is ruling the situation. We can see it in different parts of the world. Therefore, it once again signals that every country should base their strategy and policy on their potential, establish good relations with as many countries as possible, sure. First in your region and second on a global scale.
Amid the historic peace deal in Armenia, the South Caucasus is evolving fast in a global context, after decades of competing interests, influences, and shifting alliances. How do you assess the current balance between risk and opportunity in the region?
Today, Southern Caucasus also enters a new stage of development. We live in peace only for 5-6 months. Mm-hmm. We are learning to do it. We never lived in peace in all our independent history. And it's a special feeling. And of course, it's a great opportunity. Today, relationship between Armenia and Azerbaijan are already evolving into a cooperation. Yeah. We lifted all the restrictions on cargo transportation to Armenia. Moreover, we started to supply critical commodities to Armenia, primarily oil products, which the country is largely dependent on. And it's a win-win situation. So I think that by joint efforts of Armenia and Azerbaijan, including the civil society, we will achieve not long-lasting peace, but peace forever in the Caucasus. This is our goal.
We hope so, yes. With Iran as your neighbor, I want to also mention, how is Azerbaijan engaging with the evolving crisis that we are seeing there? And what is your assessment of its impact of stability across Eurasia, also including the energy markets?
Every country, including Azerbaijan, should think about stability around its borders, beyond its borders. With respect to Azerbaijan, we do not have any potential risks inside the country. All the potential risks can come from outside. Okay. Therefore, for us, stability in our neighborhood is something which we always think about, and we've been concerned about some destabilization in Iran. And for us, stability, predictability, and peace in the region is the biggest asset. We suffered from occupation, from war, from losing thousands of victims. Yeah. And today, stability and security for every country is the only way to succeed. With respect to energy market, as you see today, oil price is stable. It is at the appropriate level, at least for Azerbaijan. And it demonstrates that situation in Iran, situation in Venezuela, and in other parts of the world do not seriously influence the price of oil. And this is a good sign because producers and consumers, they need to know the predictability of the situation in order to plan their future. So I hope that situation in the Southern Caucasus and around it will not deteriorate.
Where do you feel that the South Caucasus sit in terms of being an emerging force in the energy sector and moving in towards the EU as well?
With respect to energy sector, Azerbaijan is the only country in the Southern Caucasus which has energy resources and exports them. Two other countries of the Southern Caucasus import energy resources from Azerbaijan. Georgia for many years, and now Armenia. And with respect to Europe and European Union, our energy cooperation is growing.
Yes.
We already supply natural gas to 16 countries, and 10 of them are members of European Union. So by this coverage, by geographical coverage of supply of pipeline gas, Azerbaijan is #1 in the world. We have resources, we have transportation system, modern pipelines. We have good relations with many European countries. And for them, it's a way to strengthen the energy security. For us, it's opportunity to sell our resources on the premium market.
How do you feel and how do you react to this constant criticism of Azerbaijan from the EU Parliament?
Well, we do not react any longer. Yeah, we stopped reacting. We did react in the past. But of course, it's so obvious that this bias situation to Azerbaijan is generated by special lobbying groups, by special forces which cannot digest Azerbaijan's independent policy. So we actually, for many years, already stopped any cooperation with European Parliament and also with the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. We cooperate with European Commission, and for us, it is enough. But I think European Parliament puts itself in a very awkward situation, accusing us of what we have never done, including so-called our aggressive position towards Armenia, while Armenia itself appreciates the relationship with Azerbaijan. And last August, the peace deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan was initialed in White House. So I hope that members of European Parliament will find the courage to reconsider their unfair policy towards Azerbaijan.
Mr. President, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for joining us on Euronews this morning.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.